By the end of this video, you will have a full understanding of the most powerful ways to utilize visualization for the manifestation of your goals and be clear on how you may have been using it to your detriment and actually working against you. So stick around to the end of the video where I share the most powerful visualization process I've ever learned for manifesting my life. But first, before we get to that, we get to first learn what are the types of visualizations that we've been doing and how have they been not serving us. The first form of visualization is the dreamer. The dreamer visualization. It's where you are in dreaming mode. It's a fantasy. You're visualizing the goal with no intention, without seeing yourself in it. It's just a dream. And what this does is this creates a very strong desire. And how it works with manifestation is that the stronger the desire, the more important it is to us, the more that it is unlikely to happen, because the version of ourselves that's in alignment with that realization, that manifestation, it's very natural. It's a very natural feeling. It's not this big important thing. So when we're in the dreamer mentality, it's a dream. Dreams don't come true. Desires don't come true. It's what we intend and move towards. The only thing that type of visualization is doing for you is that it is a fact that you are making a statement that you have a desire for a goal. But that doesn't mean anything. You can have a desire. I can have a desire to move my hand, but it doesn't move. I can have a desire to go work out, but I don't work out. It isn't until we bring in the intention, and now my hand is beginning to moving. So having a form of visualization that only increases desire actually is of detriment and is doing you more harm than good, and it is boosting up that desire and importance and actually separating it from you further. It's just a dream. It's not a reality that you're considering. The second form of manifestation is called the film. Now, the film, for example, if you're seeing a house, you visualize the house in great detail. You see all its beautiful views and garden, and you see all of the amazing qualities in the location, and excuse me, you see the object of your desire in your mind's eye. And there's a mental and emotional connection to it. But here's the thing about that kind of manifestation, is that you will manifest that house in due time, eventually. But it won't be with you in it. It'll be with some other person in it. You'll manifest the house because you're tuning in the reality of it, but you miss a very key point that I'm going to share with the next visualization that blocked you from actually you ending up in it. Because you aren't a part of it. You just visualized the house. You just were seeing the object. You were actually seeing yourself involved with it. So it's like you're watching a movie. There's still a disconnection. There isn't a body, visceral feeling of you actually being in the house. Which leads me to the third type of visualization, which is where you are actually engaging with the visualization as if you are experiencing it now. So, for example, if coming back to the house, you are visualizing yourself sitting in the comfy armchair by the fire. You're looking out the views. You're walking to the bathroom. You're going to the kitchen. You're opening and looking in the fridge, and you're going to the garden, and you are actually living in the home. Now you're not just seeing the home or the object, you're seeing yourself living in the home now. So now there is a greater association to you being the one in the home and not just some random person and just seeing the house. Now you are living in it. Now this is a powerful visualization to practice, but there is even one greater version of visualization that will change the game for you, because you can visualize yourself living in that home all day long if you want, and for many, 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 many years, and it'll take a very, 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 very long time without there any actual movement towards it in a faster way, because now it's just in the mind. There's just you're waiting for the universe to orchestrate it as opposed to playing your part in it. Now, the most powerful visualization technique that I've ever learned that I recently just started using myself, and I'm already noticing a significant increase in my results that I'm about to share with you in just a moment. But the first thing you need to understand before I share this is something called transfer links. Now, this is an idea talked about in a book that I'm reading called Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. His name is that's his name. He's a Russian quantum physicist, and he shares how an idea about reality, about how there are alternative realities that exist simultaneously right now, and all alternative streams and flows, alternative flows, you could say, they're like a stream. It's like a current. And we're going down a specific stream, right? And as we're going down the stream, there's a specific script or scenery correlated with that stream. Now, how alternative flow works in the alternative space and going down a stream works is that it unfolds in a endless, what he calls transfer links, an endless chain of cause and effect. So one link always leads to the next stage of manifestation. If we're visualizing too far in advance, if we're visualizing what we want and it's too far, it's not the next step, there's no way that is going to materialize right now, because since it acts like a chain, you can't go 10 steps down the chain. To get to the 10 steps down, you got to take the very next step on the chain, the next part of the chain link, and it goes from link to link to link to link. So the most powerful way to align yourself with the visualization technique is to visualize the process that is associated with you moving towards your goal. So powerful. So say you're building a business. You don't have the end result in your mind of what you want it to look like and how much money and all of that. The most powerful way you can visualize around your business is what is the next, like say it's a project. You visualize yourself getting that specific next step done with ease and grace, and you see that project expanding and growing, and it's becoming more professionally relatable and more value and more service, and you're visualizing, it's a constant refinement of the moment. And he uses an analogy. It's like you're working with the creation process. You aren't going to the very end of it right away. And you're visualizing the process of it. So he gives an analogy. It's like a mother raising a child, right? It's like a mother raising a child. When a mom is raising a child, it's constantly involved with the growth of her. She is constantly involved with the growth of her child. She's not thinking about the end result of an adult. She's in the moment with the child, wherever she is. And she's thinking about the intellectual growth of the child. She's thinking about what she needs to learn. What are the things that she wants to grow and teach, and how she can support her and nourish her and love her in the moment that she is. And how can she be of support and be a nurturing mother and grow her intellectual mind. So when you start to do this for your own life, this becomes very, very powerful, because now you are in direct co-creation, a direct connection to the immediate next step that leads you towards your goal. We live in a physical, dense universe. That's obvious. So manifestation on this plane takes a little bit of time. It takes more time because there's density. So how manifestation works is that we take the next chain and the next step and the next step. How you climb a mountain one step at a time. It's not just going to pop in, especially if it's too big of a gap from where you are. If the reality that you're visualizing and trying to think of is too big of a step, if it's too big of a gap from where you currently are in your current reality, then life will not align you with that, because the vibrational difference and and also the belief within you of that's going to happen is significantly less. In fact, the knowing is significantly less. There is no knowing. It's a nice idea, but it's too big. But what the universe can support you with, and this is how you can really start to speed up manifestation, is seeing yourself doing the process of movement towards your goal in a very elegant and powerful and you're constantly refining it and tuning it and making it more beautiful. It's like a piece of art, you know. You're engaged with the process of the piece of art you're painting, and when you go away from your painting, you're not thinking about the end result. You're thinking about how you're going to enjoy making your next stroke and what do you want to work on next and how you can refine it. And at the end of the picture, you do that in the process. Eventually, you got a piece of art in front of you. But it's not from focusing on the end goal. I made this mistake for the longest time. And when I started to focus on visualizing the process, now you start to see movement, because now you're putting your energies on what the universe can actually support you with right now, and you get more clear guidance on the right actions coming to you right now. So I promise you, as you begin to implement this into your routine, you will see significant changes. I'm excited for you to put it in. Just let go of the end result being here now. It creates unnecessary suffering. You're constantly looking for where it is. At least I was. And it creates this mindset. It did for me. It created this mindset of like, oh, I have to get this thing. I want this thing, but it seems so far away. Whereas you're taking the next step. You're the next inch. You're in you visualize only what's currently happening, the current stage that you're in of the manifestation, and you will be that much more effective. The results will skyrocket that much more, and it'll unfold faster. You'll be going through the chain links faster. You'll have more clear energy. Now you're in alignment with how the universe works, You're going with the flow as opposed to trying to make it appear now and skip all of the becoming and all of the participation. Because we get to take action. If you want to manifest your dreams, you get to take action. You get to take action. Law of attraction. Action that creates traction. Take action is the biggest piece that comes along with what we're thinking and how we're feeling. When you integrate all of that, now you are embodied. I thought about coaching. I visualized coaching. I was imagining me being a coach, but I wasn't taking a lot of action. I was feeling it though, but nothing was getting done. And then I bring in the action, and now, first of all, now life is supporting me more and embodying that energy and really being it more. And I'm actually attuning myself. There's an attunement of me to that energy. Now I'm in it more. Being here on this video, sharing value as someone that has value to share with the world. I'm stepping into the reality, the timeline of where those things can unfold faster and better. The energetics of what you are being is about 80% of it. And then the other 20% is, how can I make this fast? How can I unfold this faster? What actions can I do to help this unfold faster? I love you guys. I hope you got value. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to learn about how to raise your vibration, 5 practical things you can do, I'm going to post a video right on this end card. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. Peace.